My name's Nuttall. I'm a personal trainer working at the Village Hotel in Bury. I've been a trainer now for the past 13 years. I've worked with various members of the public, athletes, etc. And that's me in a nutshell. Matt Nuttall in a nutshell.
You've trained some quite high-profile clients. Would you like to guide me through that?
Yeah, I train Mark Wilson, who's the Irish international, and he now plays for. He's signed to Bournemouth. I trained him before the Euro 2016. Unfortunately, we didn't get him to the Euros, but we did some training with him. I trained a footballer called Zach Knight, who used to play for Bolton Wanderers. He's actually out in Los Angeles now, living the dream. I trained Ibrahim Baez, another former Bolton Wanderers player, but he also played for AC Milan. I trained him here at the Village Hotel in Bury. I wasn't long since out in California where I trained the boxer, the Olympic bronze medalist Tony Jeffries. I've been doing some work with him in terms of strength and conditioning. And whilst I was there, I did some training with the actor Frank Grillo, who you'll have seen in Captain America, The Purge. The guy's like a movie star. Trained him out there. And a few others. Macaulay McGowan, he's a professional boxer, training out of Arnie's gym in Manchester. Did some work with him. Yeah, it's been quite exciting recently. The past few years, we've been working with quite a lot of high-profile clients. Yeah.
So, what's it like training these high-profile clients? Is it different to training an ordinary member of the public?
Not really. If you're training an athlete, things are different. Because you've got to take into consideration their training schedule already. So they might, like a footballer, for instance, trains Monday to Friday, then they play football at the weekend. So you've got to figure out where you're going to schedule their strength work or whatever it is. A lot of the time, I'll get somebody on board. And their goals will be the same as people from the general public. So for instance, with Zach, he just wanted to improve his body composition for going out to Los Angeles. With Mark, he had a knee injury at the time, and so we didn't do any lower body work whatsoever. We just did upper body work to try and get his body composition up a little bit and get him to gain some muscle. But it is different, but it all depends on their demands from their sport. If anybody asked me about becoming a trainer, I'd always say, do it if you don't care. You know what I mean? You have to really care about people. Otherwise, what's the point? If you're just doing it, don't do it for the money, because the money is nothing like what people say it's like. I know people, when they're going to do a PT course, they go £30 an hour for a session. In fact, no, it's more now. Let's charge £40 an hour. You might only be getting 2 hours a day. People think. I know people who've quit jobs, high-paid jobs, to become personal trainers because they enjoy going to the gym. Then they've gone back to their high-paid job before, because it's not all it's cracked up to be. You have to be working when everybody's not working. You have to be prepared to take text messages at 12 o'clock at night, people sending you pictures of shots on a night out, or people sending you pictures of food when they're out shopping. It's not a job that you can come to at 9 o'clock in the morning and go home from at 5 o'clock at night. It carries on afterwards. So do your homework first. Speak to a trainer, maybe go and shadow a trainer and see if you actually enjoy doing it, because you're going to spend a lot of money becoming qualified. And you're going to get your qualification, and then was it a waste of money because you might not like the job? Don't do it if you don't care about people. Do it because you love doing it. Like anything in life, find out what it is that you love doing and crack on with that. Make it your life's mission. I would say to people, even if it's not paying to begin with, eventually it will if you care about it. Stay true to yourself and just enjoy the journey, and that's it basically.
And finally, is there any particularly interesting or funny story you've had from training these celebrities?
Actually, with the Frank Grillo thing in Los Angeles, I kind of thought I'd gone about asking him if he wanted to do some training in totally the wrong way. And basically, I asked him if he wanted to do some sparring. and I'd never really met the guy before. I'd seen him on the pads, and the guy is legit. He can box, and he's a tough cookie. And so I asked him like if he wanted to do some sparring, which basically, if a 6 foot bald English guy came up to you and asked you if you wanted, it's basically asking him for a fight. So then I thought he was avoiding me for a couple of days, and then eventually we ended up doing it. And I had to say to him, like, I wasn't actually asking you for a fight. I went about it all the wrong way about training him, but it was a good day over there.